What's up, guys? It's Ivory. So I'm gonna be doing the in-depth analysis. I'm back again in voice chat with Charlotte and Dread, and they're just gonna be helping me, giving you guys a more concise analysis. So we're gonna start off with Shirahoshi. What? uh,
Shirahoshi.
Shirahoshi. Let me get that right. I was saying it right yesterday. So she's a new character. I don't really got experience with her, but let's go into her
Yeah,
first
not many
skill.
people have her.
Yeah. So her first skill, we're gonna read it. Attack the enemy with highest attack and deal 176 damage. 50% chance to reduce target's crit by 20%. Last 2 turns. Heal a friendly unit that has the lowest HP with 270% of attack. Increase its speed by 80%. Last 2 turns. Or not 80%, just by 80. Last 2 turns. So from my reading, basically what her first attack is doing, it's just attacking, the highest DPS characters. She's dealing a good amount of damage. It's not too much, but it's very good for a support. The chance to reduce crit is nice. Um, let's see how nice that is. 20%. I guess depending on which, maybe if she attacks somebody that does an AOE, just reducing the crit percent, that's nice. 2 turns, that's a nice debuff that she has. Probably one of her only debuffs. The She gets to increase the speed of one of her teammates by 80, which is really a lot. If you don't know, not a lot of people have speed boost, or just speed buffs in this game other than her and Law. Probably, I think there's
Mm-hmm.
another character.
And,
The heal a
and the
friendly.
270,
Yeah, you can explain that.
yeah, the 270% for the heal, that's a pretty strong heal for the first tab as well.
Mm-hmm. Real good, real good. She's basically a healer. This is just her passives. Gets healing amount, attack, HP,
Yeah, this
good
boost
stuff.
and heal.
This one, I like this skill the most, the Deep Sea Song. So basically, what she's doing is she's purging out debuffs. So everything from revival band, healing band, attack steal, silence, charming seal, attack reduction, basically everything. Taunt. So basically, she'll purge all debuffs for the whole team and herself, I believe, and she would heal the friendly unit with the lowest HP for 356 attack. So basically, and if the target HP is 50%, it's basically a full heal. So
Yeah,
basically,
it's a full
she's
heal.
doing a full heal basically. So, but the only thing that I really hate about it, it's only one unit. But if it was AOE, it would be too broken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said she be broken.
Yeah.
I said she might have been a double F.
The last passive skill of hers, 70% chance to heal, 40% based on attack, HP for all team members when she does a basis attack. Now I don't really
I
know how
love
to explain this, but I think Dread does a little bit.
I love this.
Does anybody know how to explain this? Because yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I actually have a Shirahoshi in one of my other servers, but I don't have her like that far into evolution and everything.
Mhm.
But that 70% chance to heal for all teams when he does that basic attack, it actually does happen quite frequently for that 70% to happen. And when I was doing it, I had somebody else on my team. Let me keep the story short. I had somebody else on my team, and that happened. It just kept happening because I kept getting taunt. I kept getting silence, and I was like, okay, this is good for anybody that has to buff that has to debuff a healer. So that's a good attack because that she can still heal even when getting debuff, unlike people that do basic attacks and still can't heal.
Does it heal for a lot though? That's what I want to know.
40%.
I mean, the 40% isn't a
40%.
lot.
That's a lot. That's almost half health getting regenerated.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
basic attacks, yeah.
Yeah.
Off of basic attacks, while she's building back up to the regular skill. Yeah,
It's all team members. That's real nice. She's really yeah, basic. Your basic healer. The debuffs probably. I think this is her best skill. But yeah, next character, Vivi. The second support on the government team. So basically, her first attack. She's also just like Law and Shira. She's one of and Boa. She's one of the other supports that attack. So she attacks a single target, she deals the same damage as the last person. 40% chance to reduce the target's healing amount by 30%, which I like this skill. Even though the percent is low, you still have to think though if it does happen, it's a big debuff that happens to a tank. So it's either one thing, it's either you get a healing band from Rayleigh, or you just get the reduced healing amount. Those skills work together very well. Her next stuff. This is just her passive. She gets healing boost, etc., etc. This skill, hit and heal. I remember somebody told me about this before I even knew about her. So basically, what this skill is doing is when her teammates are being hit, right? When they're taking the damage of that, when taking damage, any damage, they're getting healed by 180% of attack. Now, I never understand what this means. The heal of attack does that mean they're getting healed a high amount?
It's gonna be healed based off of Vivi's attack. So it's when they get hit. So it's that's a really high amount. Like you can get a lot of it can basically cancel out some of a lot of the damage that somebody's doing to them. Oh. So I feel like Vivi is actually really good. Yeah, I just think nobody just has her.
Nobody just has her. Well, I think the only thing though, the silver lining is that it can only be triggered once. Now I'm trying to figure out if that's once a turn or once a match. If I'd had her, I would probably know that, but I don't. But here it says it lasts 2 turns, so it might be once a turn. I mean, or maybe once a match, probably.
I think it's once while it's active.
You think so?
Yeah,
because it does last 2 turns. Yeah, might be once while it's active.
Yeah, I agree with that. Once per 2 turns.
But then her regular stuff, she attacks and heal units. She has an AOE. Like one of the only healers that has an AOE. So she's a good what's it called? I can't find my words. She's a good add to your team if you're looking to do damage and still heal. The last thing, she can purge 2 debuffs for every team members. Grants last stand effect to the team member with the lowest HP last 2 turns. Just the purge and the last stand really makes her kind of OP as a healer in my book. I just think healers that can debuff and heal well and attack, I think she's just real good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, she's like really well rounded.
Yeah, really well rounded. Magellan. Alright, attack all targets and deal 88% damage. 100% chance to cause poison, last 2 turns. 25% chance to grant poison status to targets, last 2 turns. Now, I know he's gonna cause poisons. 25% chance to grant another poison status to targets. Okay. So I'm guessing that he's gonna stack poison. Yeah, he's gonna stack. Okay, so basically Magellan, 100% chance to cause poison, even when level 1, the chance is high. He's gonna stack poison. So this is basically your CC character. He's just gonna have
a damage over time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, basically. This debuff accuracy, not one of the best, but it's nice. His other move, Venom Dragon, attack all targets and deal 150% damage. The regular for AoEs. 20% chance to stun. Last 1 turn if the target is in poison. The best thing about this skill is that he's gonna have that 100% poison from the start, and it stacks. The only thing about this is it won't always activate, but if it does, you're gonna have a 2 turn stun, and it also deals more damage when the target is in poison. So that's the benefit of having him.
Yeah.
His basic attack does extra damage, and it has 60% chance to poison. So the best thing about Magellan is he's always good. If you don't get poisoned, then you're just unlucky. Like if he doesn't poison the other team, you're just really unlucky. So that's basically what he is. DOT. If you want to build a team like that.
Yeah, Magellan is pretty good.
Yes, and tomorrow. You want to explain this one, Charlotte?
Yeah, let me get this on tomorrow. The lion attack that deals 205 damage, 60% to cause taunt, and last 2 turns, 35 damage converted into HP. So this is a pretty good attack for the people just starting out that don't have a good tank. Because Sentimar, you get him a lot. But to make it short, that taunt is probably the best thing about him, and that damage converted into HP. So that since that only lasts 2 turns, it's a so-so, and that's what makes him like down in the dumps. But that line attack, if that was an AOE, it would have been better. But that line attack is like, I'll give you all right for your squad. Pretty much, this is a decent skill one. That's all I have to say about this.
Yeah, just to add on, man, that 6% taunt, that's actually a high percentage. I never noticed that. Basics, defense, that's nice. The last one, damage reduction plus 25, debuff resist, last 2 turns. The only reason I wouldn't really recommend her is just, well, her first skill is really, that's really all she has. The damage reduction is nice, but it's not like she's sharing it with her team or anybody else. It's just her. I mean, just him. It's just him, but yeah, just the fact alone that he's really no, they built him like selfish a little, so it's like just not. He's a good tank, but he's not really helping the team.
Yeah, he's not going as much as you expect him to.
Yeah, I don't like the ass that buff his own defense on his second skill. Like that's a drawback.
Garp, oh gosh, man, Garp, sheesh. Now we need Ronin. Unable to be controlled. Cleanse all debuffs. Self crit rate plus 30%. Damage reduction plus 25%. Immune to all debuffs. Last 2 turns. So basically, if your Garp goes first, my bad. No matter what debuff he's hit with or control skill he's hit with, it's not gonna happen. He's gonna cleanse off. Even if he's hit with a debuff, it's gonna get cleansed. He ups his crit by 30 for the next round when he does for the next turn when he attacks. Has a high damage reduction, and basically you can't hit him with any debuffs anyway. Can't be purged the last 2 turns, so the first round and the second round he's gonna have this. It's really kind of OP, just Garp can be made into like this type of DPS / like a tank character. Did my thing crash?
Oh, the video did go out just now.
Yeah, your video thing went down.
No, it's still recording on my screen. Oh shoot, hold on. Let me pause it. My bad, we had a little delay. But basically I'm saying his first moves real nice. He can be built into this tank / DPS character. Basically, second stuff, crit rate. Garp's gonna have high crit, real nice. This one, use all fury, accuracy temporarily increased by 30%. Attack front target based on hero position and deal 450% damage. Every 3 fury can increase skill damage by. Wow! Whoa! What? Wow! I never noticed that. Yeah, by 150% damage up to twice, and that's 300%. If Fury is no less than 3, attack 2 more random targets and deal 150% AoE damage. Sheesh, his Fury is no less than 3.
Yeah, with that skill, I've seen Garps hit like how Whiteberry be hitting people sometimes.
Yeah, this Iron Fist of Love skill, it's very descriptive. Like, you look at it the first time and you would just, I ignored it the first time. I never really read it. But looking at it,
it's a lot to it.
Yeah, it's a lot to it. I'm trying to figure out, how does he get his Fury though?
It's off this one.
It's off that one. Okay. So we'll come back to this guy after we read the last one. Just okay. When being attacked, plus 1 Fury, stack up to 10. Enhanced sleepiness effect. Skill now always release first. So basically, if you attack them, so if you attack first, what's gonna happen is Garp is gonna enter basically this sleep mode. So this is gonna get into effect, right? And this also comes with Fury. Oh, also read this. The energy unit has a 3% attack, stacked up to 10 times. So so that goes up with Fury as well. So if his Fury goes up to 10, the attack goes up to 10. Basically, now him having Fury, if Fury is no less than 3, so basically 3 or more. If he has 3 or more Fury, so if he's lasting in the rounds, basically he's gonna do an AoE attack. And the more Fury that he has, he's gonna cause more damage. So basically, Garp is he gotta stay alive to do basically like Jinbei, right? Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, basically like Jinbei. Both of them, the longer they stay alive, the more damage they're gonna do.
Yeah, he's one of those characters.
Yeah, and the
I
fact,
think we might have underrated Garp a little bit.
yeah,
We look at the second time.
and the crit rate, he's gonna get like what 15%, and then 30%. That's all unit. Like that's sheesh.
Yeah, with his first skill, with the immunity and the damage reduction, he could kind of use him as a secondary tank, not a main tank, but a secondary.
You know, and then the damage he does. Yeah, if you build him with like some defense hockey, bro, just to make sure he doesn't die quick, yeah, it would be a very good asset to your team.
Oh yeah, to extend on Garp, the thing I like about him the most is that when I had him on my team, first of all, 2-way DPS for sure, and I like 2-way characters the most because they not one dimensional and it can make your team better no matter where you put them at. No matter what team you put them on, they can make it better in some way possible. That's what I like about 2-way characters.
I think that's the thing about the government characters. They all have like this. They can be used out of position. Except this guy, Lucci. Attack off front and middle targets. Deal 180%, 187 damage. 50% chance to reduce target healing amounts. His first skill, real good. Real good.
It's a solid first skill.
A real solid first skill. Sadly, they made his damage so low. But it's a real good first skill. This crit rate, I guess. Attack front based on her position, target with insane damage. Skill crit rate, his rate goes up super high. The only penalty, he can't move for one turn. I don't know why they did that to him.
Yeah, that's why I said like when we were doing the tier list before, like he's basically just a poor man's Whitebeard. He basically has the exact same skills. It's just like for a lower tier character.
Mm-hmm.
Let me extend on that. Go back to the second skill.
I feel like he's like a Borsalino with the damage and the Whitebeard with the weakened state.
You see the plus 30 and the plus 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I use Lucci. We all know that at 7 stardom, so I can speak on Lucci's name. For starters, he could be a good DPS. That 500,
yeah,
520.
Like that gets hard
a lot. And I'll tell you right now, I'd rather that than something around 300, and he does one more basic attack in the 4th round. Because that second attack is like something, and then after that he gets weaker. Usually characters do a basic attack after that, weakening. Mm-hmm. A regular character would do a basic attack, but I'd rather that 526% than a 300% and then a basic attack. Mm. So that just kind of nerfs him. Because if he didn't get nerfed, I promise you, he would have been a good.
If they didn't put him to weakness, it would be good.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Whitebeard. Like until you get Whitebeard, what is it? Either 9 or 10 stars. Like the weekend is a guarantee, but once you get to like 9, 10, it's a 50% chance that it won't happen.
Yeah, Kmart Whitebeard.
Yeah, basically, exactly.
Magma boy, that's what I call him. Attack 3 random targets and deal 110% damage, 60% chance to burn. The way I look at him, a better ace in my opinion. He attacks more people, might do less damage, but the burn chance is higher. Second skill, attack, HP, crit damage plus 20. Has one of the highest crit boosts from passive in the game, which is nice.
Yeah, 20% is really good.
Yeah, the attack is real nice. A lot of the government people, man, destructive. Attack all targets and deal 120% damage. Skill crit rate plus 60 if targets in burn. I know why they gave him a low damage, because if you look at all the others AoEs, they always go out to 150. But the fact that his crit is 100% basically. Well, 80, right? Because the 20, then the 60, and the target's going to be burned from his first move, most likely. So basically, he's going to be doing twice the damage on his third skill. Very nice character if you're looking to, build somebody around crit with. It's not really much to him actually. His reading is pretty simple.
If you have a ship or something like that, the things to give him the right tools, he can have a 100%.
Yeah. Like the right tools, he's gonna have 100% crit rate, and he's gonna do double the damage. But that's the thing with all government characters. That's my clean skills. Deal 20% more damage if the target is in burn. Basic attack, prior turns, burn target. So basically, his basic if the target's in burn and he does a basic attack, he's gonna go for that target. So no matter what, if you have a tank up front or the support, whichever target is burn, he's gonna go for them first. Now I don't know how he prioritize who to go for. You know, he can burn up to 3 people. Maybe he goes for the weakest, but I don't know. Never used them like that. But the 20% more damage, the target is in burn. It's basically the same thing with Ace, Usopp, all the people that do burn. But yeah, you can build a nice burn team with like those 3 characters I just listed. They are. Yeah. That's the way to look at it. Sengoku. All right, let's explain why about this guy. Attack targets to mid and rear. Deal 128% damage. 50% chance to reduce target's attack by 20%. Last one turn. Now, this 50% usually happens to me a lot. Now, I believe, from my experience using him, I believe since he's attacking mid and rear, that 50% isn't just the whole unit, but it's 50% per person that he's attacking. And that's why I started to look at these AoE characters. I'm like, okay, so their skills are 30%, but I think it's 30% per character they're attacking. So that's what.
No, I think it's just a separate chance for each one. It's like
that's what I meant. Like every person they attack has a 50% chance basically. So it's a very good skill, especially for a tank to just have this.
I feel like it's specifically good because most teams you'll face against will have their DPS in those slots, the mid to rear type area. So that's good.
Very good, actually.
Yeah, I agree on that. Yep.
His second one, this is actually the most I've seen in the passive skill. I don't know why they did this. Wait, he has attack down again. Sheesh. HP is plus 40%. That's the highest. That's defense massive. Plus 15%. Speed plus 15. Speed plus 15. When being attacked, 40% chance to reduce attackers by 20%. So basically, if you're saying Goku does what he's supposed to, you can reduce 40% of attack because these do stack. Stuff like this do stack. And then just the massive passive skills he get is also nice. That's massive. That's what really makes him a tank. His second skill. Attack target to front and deal 272% damage. That's a lot. Grant immunity shield to all teammates last 2 turns. Immune to 1 incoming attack. DOT, counterattack, or reflection does not count. So basically, you're immune to all attack except if dot was to happen. So burn. Let's see, what else? Poison, stun, paralyze. Any of those would happen. Counterattack. So Rayleigh, or reflection. If you had a damage reflection hockey, that wouldn't count. But not all those really do high attack. It's real good to have the damage block.
Yeah,
and it's not
a really crucial skill to use for like saving your team or saving specific characters.
Yeah, in fact, like a character revives in the damage block, and it's not like a limit. Like the shield, it has like don't take damage of 185%. Like some shields have requirements, but this doesn't matter how much damage is done to you. It's gonna be absorbed.
Right.
Crazy. And then here he has a shield. At the beginning of each round, grants a shield that can take 200% damage based on attack to another friendly unit with the lowest HP, highest attack, and himself. So they're basically saying that they can take up to 200% of damage, and the people that are gonna get this is the friendly unit with the lowest HP, highest attack, and himself. So basically, 3 people are gonna get a shield at the beginning of each round. It's actually crazy. I thought it was the beginning of the match, but now that it's each round, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, to take up to 200% of damage. So, but you know what I'm saying? Face someone like a Whitebeard does like 500%. You'll take 300%. No, it might not be that good, but it's still better than taking the whole 500, dying right there on the spot.
I don't know. When we get to the Emperors, you're gonna rethink that.
Really?
I'm gonna let you know.
All right, we're gonna look. Who's on? Man, what can I say about this dude? I use this dude for the longest. Attack all targets and deal 150% damage. Deal 30% more damage if target HP is above 60%. So basically he's always going to deal more damage if he's going first at the match. So that's a bonus for him. 50% chance to reduce target's crit rate by 10%. I don't know. I was never really a fan of that. The crit rate reduction.
I mean, yeah, that's like a decent kind of skill, but it's not really like game changing for honestly.
Yeah, nothing that can really change the game plan.
Oh shit. This says lazy justice attack has high attack. HP's nice, speed's nice. Attack 2 random targets, deal 220% damage per target. 55% chance to freeze, lasts 2 turns, grants a self shield, lasts 1 turn. Shield has 90% based on attack HP. So shield can take 30% damage based on caster's attack. I wish they really worded this better, because I'm still trying to understand what that means.
Oh shit.
But the freeze, the unit can't move. It no longer affected after taking 3 hits. So basically, the only thing about it lasts 2 turns, but it says it's no longer affected after taking 3 hits.
I guess so. One overrides the other. If it won't last in 3 turns, it won't last in 2 turns if you get like like a comp.
I really think they should just, and they might as well just take out this part and just make it last 2 turns for real. Because yeah.
Honestly, they could have built him better if they just would have added freeze instead of the minus crit rate on the first skill as well. That would probably benefit him a whole lot better. Even if they had to lower the rate a bit, like 20, 30, 40%, that would have been really good.
Just retweak them. His last skill, each turn triggers. If self HP is above 30%, his crit rate goes up. That lasts only 1 turn. If self HP is below 30%, increased attack. That only lasts 1 turn. The only thing about cooldown that really actually kind of pisses me off is they made all his things last. The duration is too like short, like 1 turn, this and that, and the crit rate goes up. That's good, but
I mean, for this passive though, it's the passive is still gonna be active. It's just the way it's worded, but like it's gonna be active all the time though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, each turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just depends on how. It just depends on his health for which one is going to be active.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if it can stack then. I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think it can stack.
Nah,
because of how it works. It's either above or below 30% HP. One is going to be active.
Damn. Last character, Borsalino. Sheesh. Attack front target based on hero position twice. So he attacks twice. Deal 260 damage. Damage 50% chance. No, hold on. Oh, no, my bad. 50% chance to reduce target's defense by 30%. Last 2 turns. Reduce target's debuff resistance by 10%. That also lasts 2 turns. When I'm looking at Borsalino, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I love this because first of all, that front target, this is made to literally make your tank less of a worth. Literally make it less worth his time. But everything you just put on him, oh yeah, you're done. Defense, that's down by 30. Any other hockey or somebody spends their time putting defense on him, getting it to where somebody has plus 30 defense, that's done. That's gone. That's gone. And the fact that he can do that much damage still while reducing your defense for your other teams to attack. Because if he goes first, number one, if he goes first, the people behind him is going to hit harder than he just did. So that's very crucial. That's what I gotta say about that.
Yeah, that attack twice is kind of crazy. You know, it's crazy. That attack twice, if you put like a hockey on him that makes him attack again, it's basically a 40% chance that he's gonna do it. But we're not gonna get into that. Attack plus 35%. Crit rate goes up. Speed. His crit rate goes up by a lot. If you're gonna see on his last skill though. Attack a random front target, deal 374% damage. This attack gets 20% more crit rate. If target gets killed, 100% chance to ban its revival. But only thing, X revival ban still works. So that's a hockey. So if they have that hockey on, this will work. The best thing I like about this skill, the only thing I could say I don't really like, it's that it's a front target, but the damage, I really like the damage. The crit rate that he gets, it's pretty high on the
Yeah, it's a
100% chance
guaranteed
to
extra
ban.
20%.
Yeah, the guaranteed ban. I like that as well. I just wish they made him more versatile and how he's attacking. But that's really about it. That's about. Then the
Yeah,
last skill, crit damage plus 50.
Yeah, it's an insane crit damage.
Yeah,
That's
insane
like,
crit damage. Basically, if you got what is this 10 star? You don't even need him 10 star. Probably just 8 star Borsalino would do the job on his first attack. Would probably just do 600 damage alone. And Borsalino's crazy. But that's all for the government factions. Any honorable mentions?
honorable mentions.
yeah.
Maybe Khalifa for those who can't pull like a solid healer, or if they want to use a healer but having and they're using like a government dominant like kind of type of team, and they can't pull like Vivi or somebody. Khalifa would be like a pretty solid replacement for the time being. Like her heals, the way her skill set is built is pretty decent until you can get an upgrade.
Yeah. HP regen. So basically, what this is saying is that it's gonna go on a basically it's gonna go on a random friendly unit, and they're gonna get healed every per turn. It only lasts 2 turns though, but it's like a constant healing, so it's nice. Is she better than Chopper? Nah, Chopper. His last skill heals. If her last skill heal, probably.
Yeah, how about I say Chopper's last skill heals a lot too.
Yeah.
Wait, look at her passive one more time. Is it? Ah, never mind.
It's been different. It would have been better if it was like healing amount of attack.
Yeah. So that's about it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, I have to add one more thing about Borsalino. His nickname is the Tank Destroyer, because if you look at all his like active skills and everything combined, is literally made to defeat a tank. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, like he'll be a very good single target. Like hitting first with Borsalino basically guarantees whoever he's hitting is going to die at some point or during that turn, or should at least.
Yeah, make sure make sure that they die for sure.
Yeah.
Unless somebody has that anti thing.
Thanks for watching.